This is Sue Greenwald with Awakened Stories. It's June 15th. I'm here with King Smarty. Hey, Smarty, how are you?
I am fantastic. How you doing?
Yeah, good. I think we only talked 2 or 3 days ago.
Yeah. A lot of things happening. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention that Dad had us release 500,000 more legions this morning. So a total of not legions,
Armadas.
armadas, and so there's a total of 1 million of them out there right now. And their goal is to um, um, cover, retreat, command, all of the other smaller factions or all the other different armies, and make sure everything's done universe wide. I just remember that right now. My bad.
Just remember, oh, one minor detail. So basically what happened is when we talked a couple of days ago, we were already up to 200,000 or 300,000. You added another 300,000, I think it was last night. And then we
Yep.
added more, so we're at a million. Wait a minute.
Yeah, you're right. We're at 1 million at the So it was 200, then 300, making it five, and now Daddy just did a whole nother five.
So we're at 1 million armadas, universe wide, picking off the little guys, all the badness.
Including a whole new group of fairies and elves.
Good elves.
And their message, not well, just
Obviously.
elves.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So the head angel of this particular group told me that he sees me, he's watching me, he loves me, and that he will do everything that Daddy tells him to do to get the job done for everybody across the board.
I'm sweating.
Yeah, it's huge. It's huge what's happening right now. So a lot of people don't fully understand or even believe what I've been saying, and that's fine because Daddy always told me we're not going to talk about it no more. We're just going to show everybody. So that's what we're doing.
So this was just one of the things you've been working on, and it just kind of slipped your mind. That's actually pretty funny.
Yeah, I totally forgot. So my bad.
All right. And did we have any more consciousness raises since whatever day we talked, Wednesday, Thursday, whatever day?
Well, I'm sure we're going to do that here in a little bit.
Yeah.
One, what you have to understand as far as when we release angelic teams and forces, we literally cannot do anything until they're done. So we had an hour of not doing anything.
Oh.
So that's where we were at. In about we're already past that, by the way. So we haven't did anything. B's tied up with something. Once we get back on the phone, then we'll be doing other things to, put the icing on the cake. The CABAL is done. They're so fucking done. Daddy gave them so many chances to do the right thing, and they didn't, which I was expecting anyway.
Right.
How do you tell a cornered cat to not to bite you? Right?
Right. Right.
So, once you go in for that cat, he's gonna bite you, he's gonna scratch you, he's gonna do everything to you. So
yeah,
we were expecting all of this, which is why all of the different reports that came out were like, yeah, no. And you remember last time I didn't I think it was Elena asked to reinforce the ceasefire, and I said no. Remember that?
No.
Well,
no, but okay.
it was on a live call on Telegram.
Okay.
So she asked for a ceasefire, and I told her no because we want them to continue so that we can wipe them out.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Okay.
We want them to continue so that we can wipe them out. Right. Remember the last interview, I told everybody that when we're done, we will be able to rebuild without them around.
Yeah.
anywhere.
Yeah.
So that's where we're going with it all. They're fucking done.
And not having to dance around them is gonna make things go much more streamlined down the road. So I'm
Right.
getting that, yeah.
Right. And this goes for all of them. I don't care if you call yourself a white hat and you do black hat shit, you're done too. All of y'all.
Okay.
Everybody that doesn't do what daddy wants them to do is fucking done. Period.
Okay. And as of whatever day we last talked, we had just entered phase 2 during the interview, which like was pretty exciting. And it seems like we're kind of going into phase 3. So that's just an amping up of the visibility of the ships and everybody that's on the ground even.
That's right.
Okay.
That is right. So it's happening and I'm excited about it all.
I'm getting chills right now.
Yeah, these are the times that we've all been waiting for, but
Right.
didn't know exactly how it would manifest.
Yeah.
And the more and more they resist what daddy wants, the more and more I get to do my part.
Right. Well, I figure, you know, even if we do these short updates, people, they love the content. They love knowing what's happening, and then they get to see it and help it manifest more quickly out there. And you showed a good video of, like they were like lights going by somebody in the sky. I don't remember what state it was, but it was just fascinating to see that. Yeah.
Wait until we fully uncloak and we're in position for a couple of days.
Yeah.
And that's what's happening. That's why we're moving into phase 3.
Yeah.
Phase 3 will be that where the ships uncloak and stay in position for a day or two.
Yeah.
The end result will be the ships uncloaking worldwide and everybody really finding out about who we really are.
Right. There was also a video of a ship that was in full visibility and it hung there for a while. It went away. And, you know, you could see many people had shot it from different angles, which was so exciting.
Well,
yeah.
Well, that's why we're quickly passing phase 2.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Awesome. So we've got 1 million armadas of angels out there, which is mind blowing. It's inconceivable. And of course, not just on Earth, for the entire universe. So that way, if the bad guys run, we can pick them off, right?
There's no escaping.
Right.
Okay. Anywhere you go, no escaping. It's over.
Are they starting to come and like beg for mercy?
Some of them are, yeah.
Okay.
And because of what they've done and because of the time limit, actually today's the 15th. Today is the date that how you say, a deadline for a lot of things today.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, so a lot of things that were supposed to happen didn't happen, and now a lot of people lost their lives because of it, and a lot of individuals were cut off of certain things. So for some individuals, the deadline was today, and since they haven't done what they were supposed to do, they're screwed for life, period.
Wow. Okay. So we'll know more details about that in the future.
You're all seeing it. It's all happening.
So exciting.
The dollar's dead. All of the certain people in government are dead. People are disappearing. The remaining CABAL members are dead, and that shit show is about to be over because they're running out of everything.
So basically you said today, June 15th, was a major deadline and all sorts of things were happening. So we're like, a lot of evaporations is my guess. You said politicians, CABAL, all the bad guys are like being handled.
Yep. Okay.
Dead.
They're already dead. I'm not sure if we're on again. Let me make sure. Hold on.
Okay.
because I didn't get the notification, but it literally said the host ended it. So let me check.
I feel like, wait a minute, I don't know that we're on live. Okay, we are back. So I guess I'm gonna have to do some video editing. Hey, I had nothing to do.
They don't want everybody to know that it's all been a shit show and they all been dead. So
Yeah.
But the best part about it all is that they are dead and that we are walking into a new reality of
Abundance. Woo!
abundance, because we've always had abundance, and certain entities thought that if we stop their abundance, if we stop them from connecting to their creator, then we can control them and even eat them. So that being said, they're all finished. They're all done. It's over. There's no way around it. Totally done. Totally finished.
All right. Awesome. Awesome.
Yep.
Awesome. Yeah. It's like we've been working at this, and I say you've been working at this so hard for the past whatever number of years. And, I've been there every day, like, did Smarty post something? How about now? How about now? How about now? And it's really a job, and it's like become a lifestyle, and it's going to be a little weird when that changes in a good way. All right.
Well, you was right to say we, because we are making the content. We are making this available, the information available to people. So you are right. We've been working at it for a long time, and we will continue to work for a very long time. However, everything will change where we are working on the behalf of humanity on the spot, meaning like hands on.
Yeah.
Instead of being at some fucking desk, right?
Right.
We'll be hands on, going to certain locations around the world saying, this needs to be fixed. Bring all the equipment, bring everybody here, get this fixed, get this done, blah, blah, blah. And then I'm off to the next mission.
Right. Right.
So that's literally will be my next task. So I will be going all around the world making changes, and if they don't want to make the changes that Daddy wants them to make while I'm there, then they'll experience things they'll experience things that will convince them that they need to do what Daddy wants them to do.
Right. Okay. So for those that this is part 2 of 2. For those that didn't hear the first segment, there are 1 million armadas of angels that have been released as of this morning, and we're in phase 2, headed toward phase 3. And do we know how many phases there are yet?
No, Dad told us he's released these well, as far as phases, they'll just keep going on. But as far as the angelic forces and the groups, galactics, he said we won't need to do nothing until about an hour, and if anything else needs to be addressed, that he himself will take care of it. So he wanted us to hang out for about an hour or so, which we're already past that hour, by the way. So
okay.
Whatever needed to take place took place. And I mean, you guys are seeing the evidence everywhere. Dollar's dead. Those that are controlling it or were controlling it are dead. So being the fact that they didn't want to relinquish power the easier way we were giving them, now they're going to have to pay the piper.
Right. Wow. This is the biggest news ever. It's like, it's so exciting. So exciting.
Yeah, very, very, very exciting. And there's nothing they can do about it. I mean, I've been telling y'all for the last 8 years that this was coming. This was happening.
Yeah.
I understand people didn't believe me, and people didn't know that I was telling them the truth, but there's a lot of people that know I'm telling them the truth right now. And the ones that are in the know are going to benefit in ways that the other ones who didn't believe are going to benefit.
Right. Well, you know, because of the mainstream media, like nothing is reported truthfully. There's always an agenda. And some people will literally say, well, that wasn't in the news. And I'm like, are you kidding me? You're missing the whole point of this thing. You're not going to see this in the news, right?
Right.
And that's the whole reason we have to go through it, because we're being controlled, we're being lied to, we're being manipulated. You know, like you put in any negative, that's what's happening right now.
Yeah, that's why it's important for everybody to change their vibration and get rid of all of the issues you guys are having in your lives. It's very important at this time to forgive everybody and start moving into, into service and helping each other, because those are the type of people that I will have around me.
Right.
I'm not going to deal with or tolerate people that aren't, that are in self mode and me, and why don't I have this and why don't I have that? Because I've been telling y'all for years and preparing everybody, the best way to get what you want is to help others get what they want. Right. That's very real. If you're going to stay into that self mode, then stay yourself ass all the way over there.
Well, and you know, helping others doesn't have to cost money. It doesn't have to be a big thing. So, you know how we talked the other day about every drop of water that we raise the vibration of? We raise the vibration of Earth. If it's one drop of water, if it's one person that we're helping in a small way, that raises the vibration of everybody. And the more we do it, the bigger we see the results and the faster we see the results.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Love and light. That's what Dad made us for. He made us to be fruitful and prosper.
Yeah.
How are you going to prosper when you're constantly, in arguments or fighting with people all day long? There's no prospering. There's nothing being productive there.
Right.
So we have to change all that. And that's why Dad told, that's why when me and B talked about all of these things, and we're going to be so in a mode of helping everybody that it's going to be so normal, and people are going to feel like shit when they don't help somebody.
Yeah. Yeah.
Literally. And when you guys fully understand how Dad operates, there is no lack. It's abundant everywhere. Okay. We have abundance everywhere. When you get out of the mode of, you don't have enough money for this, you don't have enough money for that, you wish you can have this, you wish you can do that, and just start focusing on what you love to do and helping others, all that other shit is coming. I've been showing you all that by example. I've been showing you all that. As a matter of fact, you remember back in the day where I get to have all these riches, but I won't be able to have certain vehicles, right? Daddy said I can't have that look that you just made seems like you're not paying attention to what I've been saying, young lady.
But me?
Yeah.
No, I'm no, I don't remember you saying that.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. Remember I said Daddy said I can't have a Rolls Royce, I can only have a Cadillac Escalade?
I don't. Sorry.
See, that's a problem.
No, I don't remember that. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm sure everybody else does. And if they don't, that's a problem. But
knock.
One of the things that he said after the exchanges and all that, he doesn't want me having a Rolls Royce or anything like that because he doesn't feel like I need one. He said I can buy everybody else one, which I will be doing. He said the only thing that you can have is a Cadillac Escalade, right? So he's granted me that a couple months back, so I have it now. And I haven't even exchanged. So he's giving me things ahead of the exchange, which is cool. I already have everything that I want. Other than the bigger houses and stuff like that to help people room and board and take care of other things. But he's already given me the things that he's promised me. And all I'm doing is helping everybody, making sure everybody got what they want and got what they need. And you're right, 100% right. We don't need money to do that. You can just simply command it for someone. That's what I've been teaching y'all. So there's many ways we can help people, and it doesn't have to deal with money, like you said.
Right, right. As far as the vehicle goes, I really truly don't remember that, but
It's all right.
I'm thinking you're gonna be traveling in other modes anyways, probably sooner than later, you know?
Well, one of the reasons was because I will be building my own vehicles. Yes.
Yeah. And also your house is in process, like they're building it right now. I think you said you were expanding it, like you're adding more bedrooms, so yeah.
That was just one.
House?
That was just one house. I got houses.
Okay.
So, and remember that one video that I posted in the backyard of the house. When y'all continue to do daddy's work, you will be blessed too. Remember it? I don't know if you saw that, but
Yeah.
that's what I said. Like,
Mm.
this is all daddy. Daddy's allowing me to have all this stuff.
Yeah.
And you know, there's people like you know, certain people in the redemption area talking about it, that I'm a millionaire and I'm just, you know, selling snake oil and shit like that. That's not true. If I was a millionaire, I wouldn't be in the situation that I'm in. Okay. Plus, when I do become a trillionaire, gazillionaire, that means everybody else does too. And that's why I'm in control of it all, because nobody is going to lack ever again on this planet. That's also the reason why some of the ones that think they're in power and position, because they have their hands on the banking system and the QFS and all this other shit. That's the reason why I'm taking over all of it, because Dad wants to make sure nobody goes without. And
Well,
and I'm going to eliminate all the ones that think they in control of things right now.
right.
So you either get eliminated or you step aside. Either way, you're going to be eliminated. The question is how.
Well, again, the differentiation between you and they, you are, I mean, obviously having the money will be fun, no question, but you're there for the people. You're there to
Right.
make things better. You're going to distribute the funding. You're going to help create. So creation is what it's all about. It's not about hoarding the money. Like, they want to control how the money is spent, who gets it, what it's used for, you know, what rich guys are going to get it, which rich companies are going to get it. That system has shown itself not to work. So this is a new system coming in.
Yeah, it's already online, and you know, it's been reforming for ages. You know, we're doing things in such a way where we're literally changing everything. There's all of everything that they've done was designed to enslave everybody.
Right.
So that's done and over with. It's over. There's no way they can maintain um, their their um, their sorcery, if you would. Now, the crazy fucking part about all this is that they think that they have power because they got money. I'm showing y'all that I got the power because I have Daddy and the abilities that he's given me. So who's more powerful then?
Well, in our
Let's see.
system, yeah, go ahead.
Let's see your money stop me from wiping your ass out.
Yeah. Oh, are you there? Okay.
I'm
It
here.
shows up on my end,
Did something
but
happen again?
I froze up. Anyway, so excellent news. So I guess we're gonna be drinking blue champagne tonight.
Hey, I guess so, huh?
Time to celebrate and get excited. So today was a deadline, you said. Now, did you know about this deadline before?
Yes.
Okay. So a lot of people are paying the price, and you're not actually involved too much with it. Daddy's doing the work.
We are involved 100%, but
Oh,
dad is doing his own things. Like you know how I say he doesn't tell me everything.
yeah,
So he, I'll be wanting to have our ships uncloak right now and just shut
yeah,
shit down. But I mean, however, dad has control of all that. He's got control of me forming into myself. He's got control of the chambers fully appearing, or should I say, fully manifestating, because they're actually there. The energy of the chambers are where I said they would be. So he's got control of that. I'm just waiting for my orders.
oh my God. So exciting. Thank you, Daddy.
Yes, he is your God.
Yep. And thank you so much for your help, Smarty.
You are very welcome.
Wow.
People don't understand how and what I am, and they don't see how I operate the way others do. But when you do see it and you start to understand, it helps you broaden your own consciousness. So that's what you're witnessing too. And then you see the bullshit I got to deal with too.
Yes. You have
I'm
the
trying to save the world. Okay, go away.
you have the weight of the world, everyone's problems, and do you see though how many of those problems are caused by scarcity, lack of funding?
Yeah, we see it. We see it all the time.
Yeah.
A lot of the problems and the people that I've been helping recently are creating their own problems just by not doing what Daddy told me to tell them to do. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
If I'm telling you, Daddy's saying this, then Daddy's saying this. Next thing you know, you're experiencing more discomfort because you didn't do what Daddy said to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I can't go around people's free will. In some cases we can and we can't, because the cabal's free will is run out, if you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But all of the other people that are clueless to what's really happening, I'm real serious. And then when I tell you Daddy says to do this, Daddy says to do that, Daddy's he's saying it because he's about to open up a door for you that wouldn't open up if you don't do what he's telling you to do.
Right.
I mean, you've witnessed it, you've seen it.
Yeah.
Like the time you had to jump out the car and go back home for
I had to run 20 miles uphill both ways in the rain. Yeah. Well, as I've gotten more, I don't know, in tune, we'll call it. Once I realize that I've got the pressure to do something, I scramble to do it. Okay. So
right, my
even
bad.
even starting this channel, like it wasn't like my idea. I was like told, get it done now. Like, okay. And here we are.
That's right.
Yep.
What's up, young man?
You on the interview?
Yeah, I'm on with Sue. We was just talking about the angels and how everybody's about to die.
All right. What we do right now is replace all the military forces with the appropriate angels to do what they're supposed to do, especially here in the United States.
That's right.
And
Done.
specifics we shouldn't let go. So as soon as you finish with the interview, hit the people on my mind and cover Sue and everybody else in blue.
Yep. Cover everybody that's associated with us and everybody going through their lessons, and give them all clarity on what Daddy wants done.
In blue.
Done. All right. I'll call you as soon as we're done.
All right.
Love you, bro. Bye-bye.
Oh my God, I'm so happy.
I was expecting that, because I was expecting to tell everybody on how we've seen these videos of all the dark forces going in and out of people, right? Well, the reason why I was expecting that, because while we're talking about the angels, I'm watching what they're doing, and that's literally what they're doing. They're going into people moving their consciousness aside and then getting done what daddy wants them to do. That's what's happening. And if you don't believe that, don't believe me, just watch.
Woo! Woo! So you had said, I think it was yesterday, you had put a post out like, there's been a lot of evaporations and blah, blah, blah. Watch the headlines. So we're going to watch the headlines and see who's, expired, who's lost or gained weight in the celebrity world, or, got some incurable illness.
Or who's taller and shorter.
Yeah. So we'll watch what's happened there, but it's going to be so interesting. And I'm assuming that mainstream media will also be a target of this, like to be cleaned up. So
Yeah.
we're going to see more truth out there.
That's right. That's right. Truth is coming in like a waterfall that takes over everything. Everything.
Yeah.
Kind of like the flood. So yeah. Very exciting. So
exciting. Yeah.
Very, very, very exciting. And then to be a part of it is even more exciting.
Yeah.
For many years, people like myself and the crew members weren't believed. We were crazy. We're going to show y'all how crazy we are.
As you're chauffeured in a Rolls Royce, right?
if daddy allows, because
yeah.
I don't need a Rolls Royce. I don't need to be chauffeured.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be walking around, and I don't need bodyguards. I don't need none of that shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
The bodyguards will be for like the children and the wives or whatever, and for friends and family, but they won't be for me. I'm the fucking problem.
That's awesome.
I'm the problem for all the dark forces, and then daddy sees everything's coming before it does. So, people will be getting evaporated if they think of doing stupid shit.
I've got to think that if there's a million armadas of angels out there in the universe, right now, I've got to think that the bad guys are out there like, ooh, maybe there's something to this. They've got to be second guessing it now. They can't be that stupid, can they?
Well, they're not, because they've already been they've already been dealt with.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
You have to understand that dad created everything and everyone. So when dad gives an order, it happens, boom, instantly.
Okay.
Instantly. You can, the same way you change your mind about something in your mind, that's how fast, even faster, that dad does things. So
quicker than you can say imbecile.
Exactly. and he, I'm fast, and he complain. He don't complain, but he makes fun of me of being slow.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, daddy. Dang, my bad.
Oh my golly, that's so exciting.
I used to say things like, when I grow up, I want to be like you, daddy. And then he's shown me how everybody in the world and universe always complaining to him. I was like, never mind.
It's like that movie Bruce Almighty, where he hears all the people praying and it's so overloading he can't handle it,
And also Superman, when Superman was hovering and heard everybody's voices at the same time.
Yeah, don't remember.
I was like, no, I'm good, thank you. I'll stay here. I'll stay here and be the king and just do what you want me to do. I'm good. Love you. Bye. I say, love you. Bye. He's like, where you going? Last night I told B and Daddy, I said, that's it. I quit. Oh my God, they laughed so hard. They laughed so hard. I said, I'm gone. I'm out of here. Where are you going? I said Smarty has left the building, and he's like, "What building?"
That is great.
Imagine trying to get away from Daddy, right?
You can't.
Not happening.
Yeah. There's no way out, only through. You have to do what you're supposed to do. Hey, that rhymed.
Yeah, it did. It did.
You're supposed to do what you got to do.
And I'm excited. I'm excited for everyone because we're getting ready to do what we all have to be doing, and sitting on the couch is just about over for all of us. So we're going to be hands-on. We're going to have plenty of funds, and I expect everybody to do the right thing, or their blessings will be shortened.
Right.
I don't want to see that happen for anybody. So I keep warning everybody, after these blessings, do the right thing, or you'll be sitting there waiting for years and years and years. Your blessings come, you do some bullshit, and then your blessings are gone. So
Right.
the blessings are for us to rebuild and help humanity. So focus on that. Help somebody today. That's where we're going. That's what we're going to be doing. I'm gonna be putting signs out, and you guys take the signs and in your local area, but get a billboard or buy the fucking billboard and put it up there.
Right.
That's what we've been doing. That's what secretly the Jedis have been doing, that, not realizing that every time they post a video or post something, that they're helping somebody, because the people that I haven't reached are seeing them. Although they look crazy at the time, all of that is about to change. All of that has changed. All of it has changed. Now they're going to be looked up to because they've stuck in it. They're doing what Daddy wants them to do, and now they're going to be the new superstars, if you would. Not to mention, I got a new movie industry forming, right? So, a lot of the Jedis and crew members will have the opportunities to be in all the cool movies that we make too. So we're going to have an abundance of everything: fun, sun, beach, everything, you name it. Beautiful buildings, beautiful traveling systems, things that have been suppressed from us are getting ready to be released, and especially my equipment. There's a lot of people out there working on all types of cool, new, advanced stuff, and it's still not advanced as Dad's, cube, if you would, or even a bracelet, if you would. So once everybody starts to understand what's really been happening, super famous.
Wow.
They're gonna wish that they didn't, say some of the things that they said to them, or even about me, because they're gonna realize that Smarty was telling us the truth, and he could have evaporated us.
Yep. So we you had talked about a billboard, help somebody today, and one of the Jedis had said, why don't we make bumper stickers? But I was thinking, why not make window clings? So they're like little plastic bumper stickers you put on the inside of your window of your car or whatever. And they're inexpensive and fun, and you can peel them off with ease without wrecking your car. No one has metal bumpers anymore,
Why not do it all?
Okay. Yeah. But I like it, and I think you talked last time about we're going to have a society where everyone automatically helps people without having to be told or reminded. It's like part of the way we live, which is really how we should be anyway.
Right. That's where we're going. That's why I said, you're for not helping somebody, you'll feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You'll feel like shit because you could have helped somebody, and then you find out later on that the person got hurt or something happened, and then you're gonna feel like shit because you could have did it and you didn't.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you're gonna feel like shit depending on what the situation is. But if everybody was just to focus on helping each other and not worried about, where your next meal comes from or where your next paycheck will come from, then we will clean up things quickly, and your next meal and paycheck will be coming from dad, which will be better than what
The
you
human.
you got going on.
Yeah. Yeah. I know sometimes I'll be out walking and I see trash, a bottle, a cup or whatever. And, it feels wrong to walk by that. Like it's not my job to pick that up. So I try to pick up stuff, even though it's not my job, it's my earth and I don't want it to go into the wrong place, hurt wildlife or whatever. So that's one tiny, tiny example. And there's so many other examples of what we can do for free to help others,
Yeah, that's I'm the same way. I've taught my kids to be the same way.
Yeah.
I train them to be the same way because I lead by example. And that's what we do.
Yeah.
There's parts of the island here that I'm looking forward to going in and cleaning up because certain places got cans and shit all over the place because you got people here in Crab Island partying and then or in the back bay doing what they do, and then the cans end up being in somebody's backyard or something.
Yeah, not cool.
So yeah, no, not cool at all. So all of that shit needs to be cleaned up.
Yeah.
And that's what we will be doing, putting people to work to make sure things are cleaned up and they're going to be paid to do it. So it's going to be beneficial for everybody.
Right. And so, a lot of the Jedis have asked, well, about project management, like they want to contribute to the projects and the efforts that you're doing. And you'll be announcing stuff that, you need help with or asking people for help as that comes along.
Well, what I will be doing is inviting some of them to view how things are being run and taken care of, and then they go off and do it in their areas.
Okay, cool.
A lot of the Jedi's and crew members will have houses here, for for certain events that we do here, just so that they have somewhere to come to. But majority of the people will be doing things in their own cities and towns. That's how things will expand quickly and get cleaned up quickly because we're going to be leading by example, and the true Jedi's won't have to worry about nothing, and Daddy already has them covered.
Okay.
So just hang tight, watch how everything takes place, and then reproduce it. That's what y'all been doing ever since y'all found me.
Right.
Listening and reproducing what I'm teaching y'all.
Right.
I was just talking about the facilities that we're building, right? We're going to have in-house everything, and then all I have to do is reproduce the facility elsewhere. Not to mention, we'll be having the teleportation and portals from facility to facility to facility, like I said a while back. So we're getting rid of a lot of stuff and introducing the world to a whole new way of living.
So exciting. So exciting to be part of this.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you have time for questions or?
Oh, how was the cookies I gave you?
They were great. Thank you. I've been trying not to eat them all at once.
Yeah, I failed there.
Yeah. So I've been very judiciously eating them. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, let's shoot for some questions.
All right. Got a couple questions about the moon. Last time we talked, let's say 2 or 3 days ago, we said we want to take the moon away for 10 days. I've gotten several comments from people that have still seen it. And I was like, I'm not sure if it was approved or not. So I wasn't sure where we were with that.
Obviously, it wasn't approved. And if you were listening to what I was saying, you would have heard me say, if Daddy allows.
Yeah. Okay.
So obviously he didn't allow.
Okay. Okay. So, you've been talking a lot about Destin, and you talked about the transportation pods. And you said last time, I think, that you've already outgrown them and they haven't even been built yet. Like you said that they already need expansion. So wouldn't it be like more sensible to just expand them before you build them? Like build them as big as you're able to?
That's exactly what's happening. Yes.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, yeah.
But what I was that's what's going to happen. But what I was referring to is that they will be expanded countrywide.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now, you're still clearing Destin. There's pockets of darkness in Destin. And, you know, this is before today, so I don't know where we are with that. But there's pockets of darkness everywhere. So I guess right now the angelic teams are working on that as we speak.
Yeah, that's literally what's happening. They're still working on it. Not a lot of people know that there's been a lot of dark individuals on this island that have been involved with the human trafficking and also eating humans. So a lot of those individuals are owners of some of these restaurants and hotels here.
Right.
Everybody is excited for the changes that I talk about. I literally had to go to a town hall meeting Thursday just for final approval of the Abundance Fest or the family event.
Yeah.
And everybody was excited about it. And then when I told them that I was taking over a certain area and cleaning it up, they was even more excited. And even one of the individuals there suggested that we make some ID cards of the children that will be coming at this event. Because one of the things that I said was, I'm even throwing whistles inside of giveaway bags. And one of the guys says, that's going to be fun. I said, yeah, the purpose of it is if a kid comes up, taken away, he can blow the whistle.
Right.
And I got undercovers that will be there watching, and their job is to watch the kids. And they all looked at me like, oh shit.
Yeah.
This dude ain't playing around. No, I'm not.
So basically you're using Destin as a like a showcase or a model town or city or whatever you want to call it. And once Destin is finished, it'll be expanded out to key areas throughout the earth. And from there, it ripples forth. Is that the way it's going to work?
Yes, and also underground and in the ocean. So all of the different beings that y'all heard about, y'all going to see it right here.
Oof. Boom. Okay. Okay.
And anybody that wish to interfere will be replaced.
My question was kind of about the other areas of the world. Okay, so we want every area to be free of the darkness. Even if, let's say, the technology and all that remain the same, we want all the darkness gone. Now, obviously, we want all the better transportation and blah, 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 blah. So that's all going to be accounted for. It will be rippled out from Destin.
Yes, and a lot of it will be happening at the same time. So, but however, Destin will be where I build my kingdom or establish my kingdom.
Okay.
And then me traveling around the world will be nothing. It'd be just a hop, skip, and a jump.
Yeah. And you had said before that there's going to be a teleportation station, we'll call it, in Destin, among other areas, but selected people will get to use it, and that again will expand out as time allows.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, and the best part is that we're I'm obviously talking about it here, but we're not talking about it. We're doing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So yeah. I'm informing you guys what's coming. I've been informing you guys since December, and you're all witnessing the shit. So, there's nothing anyone can do about it because where the information is coming from.
So you're kind of setting the foundation now, like while we're air quote waiting for funding or whatever it might be, you've been out doing like the foundational stuff, exploring, getting to know what needs, like seeing where the pockets of darkness are, getting to know key players. So you've been out exploring. You're not just sitting there watching TV all day.
I don't even watch TV.
And I'm joking, but you're,
Yeah.
you're actually,
I know.
so I guess what I'd say to people out there is you can feel the energy shifting fast. And now with this news, I think it's going to be exponential. I would suggest you get stuff organized. Like get your stuff organized, streamlined, cleaned up, because I think things are going to move pretty fast from now on.
Yeah.
You can feel it, you know?
Everybody's in position already. And our accounts and certain banks are already under my ownership. I just got to sign some documents, and that's it. So I'm real serious on what we're doing here.
Okay.
I don't care what anybody says, anyone.
All right.
I only care what Dad says.
I was thinking, how complex this whole, well, universe, we'll say, is. So Daddy's managing things like, we can't even imagine how complex it is. So here's my question. Every human has a consciousness slash soul, all right? And then we think every animal has a consciousness soul, right?
Right.
And then every, let's say, insect, do they have a consciousness soul as well?
The ones Daddy created, yes.
Yeah, and by that I don't mean clones or mechanical or whatever. Okay, how about tree or plant?
Yes.
Okay, all right, so just think of it that way. Every living being on earth has a consciousness slash soul. Then multiply that by all the planets out there, and everybody's doing their thing. We're all moving, grooving, and doing our stuff. That just shows you how complex this is. Wow. We should feel so grateful to get the attention that we're getting.
Yeah. Very, very.
Yeah.
Yep. Sometimes sometimes I get upset too because how long it takes.
Yeah.
But I also know that some of the key players that were in position to help change things decided not to, so I have to evaporate them.
Yeah.
So that's what's taking time. That's the only thing holding things up is some of these key players that think they know more than Dad are leading up to their own evaporations, which is fine by me because once I sign the certain documents or take ownership of the things I've already told you all, then no one has a say but me.
All right. All right.
Yep.
Well, and you can see from the fairness standpoint, they do have to have opportunities to change their ways. But, again, like how many more, months, days, years are we going to give them? So not our decision, but it is annoying. Right?
Yeah. I just posted this morning. I just posted the Benjamin Fulford update, and in that update, he states that they tried to make deals with them and do things the easy way, and they failed to, do the deals. Which, like I said already, I already knew it was coming.
Yeah.
I ask Daddy these questions every night or every other night or whenever I remember to, just to see how many people are in the way, so that I know how many people to take down, or should I say take up?
Yep.
Because now we're seeing those videos even coming.
Yeah.
People being taken and don't even know where the fuck they're at. They're stuck in some beautiful cell that don't have no walls, or what I meant was have no, it's like literally like a solid area with no, like it was formed. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Wow.
So, and that's those are the lucky ones because they still have chances.
Yeah.
All the other ones are gone. They're done.
So those are the guys up in the etheric area. You said you had to expand that the other day, which is like, wow, it's like inconceivable. So there, you kind of use the example of Jello, or we could say foam, where they can't really move or do anything, you know?
Yeah, those are the ones in the ethers. The ones I was just talking about are the ones that are in cells on the ships.
Oh. Never mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Imagine being stuck in a cylinder where you can't even lay down. The body needs to lay down.
Yeah, that would be horrible.
Right.
Inconceivable. Yeah. Okay. Wow.
Ouch. Ouch.
I've got a person that he's only emailed or messaged me a billion times about the solar flash. Could you say again? Could you say again what the truth is about the solar flash?
Stop emailing her, first of
Okay.
all.
Okay.
Stop emailing her, first of all. Second of all, there is no solar flash because the sun is not in the solar system. It's in the energetic dome. Okay? And the only flash that's going to happen is me taking out the dark ones and evolving the humans when I increase their abilities and energies. Okay?
Thank you.
You should cut this part out and send it to them.
Yeah, I'll timestamp it and say, please watch this. Yeah, because I'm trying to be nice. I mean, it's a genuine question, but it's a program in their brain. They don't understand that it's not true, you know?
Well, being that you had to, being that you have to continue to say that to the same person that keeps emailing you and emailing you and emailing you, you're just gonna have to, say certain things like "Stop fucking emailing me." Where do you get a solar flash from this?
Right. So that is the sun coming up underneath the clouds. All right. Now we've been taught that the sun is above the clouds, right? So clearly
Yes,
we've been taught is wrong.
yes, and no, it's not a sun. A sun. It never been a sun.
Right.
It's a simulated crystal, and there's two of them. This is why you see the crystal in the clouds broadcasting the light halfway through the clouds. And then you see the background, which is being lit by the other crystal. Okay? Stop fucking emailing. I'm joking. You can email all you want to, but
Okay. Okay. We had talked, Dee and I had talked about the gargoyles. Don't know if you saw that video.
yeah,
And,
we took care of that the day that you told us about it. So, yeah,
all right.
go ahead.
She said only 75% have been handled, but that was her. So we were talking, I think it was yesterday, and we talked about the Terracotta Warriors who are in China. And you know what they are, they're life-size statues, but they're all a little unique. And she said she felt that there was darkness there, that they were hiding something that she couldn't tune into, and that they were protecting it, but it was done in a, we'll call it a dark way, and that
Right.
there may be souls trapped there as well. So I wanted to bring that to your attention.
Yeah, that was that the story about the salt pillar and don't look back or you're going to be turned into a salt pillar. That's what that was. So they were a dark army. That's why it's there like that.
Okay.
But we'll take care of that. It's nothing.
Okay.
And as far as the gargoyles, the ones that were trapped, what we did was that allowed us to save the ones that weren't bad and release them. That's why that's been taken care of.
Okay. Thank you.
All of the dark ones are just, whop, gone.
Okay. Good. Thank you for doing that. All right. I wanted to bring it to your attention because, again, Every little speck of darkness we can take off, known or unknown, only helps planet, you know?
Right. You know, the cool thing I like about Deanna is that she doesn't really follow us and our videos, and she's saying the same things that I've said or that I know to be true. So, and she's always been able to see and validate me. So,
Yeah.
just keep up the good work. That's all I
Yeah.
gotta say.
Yeah, she is physically busy, but she of course knows you, knows what you're doing, believes in it, blah blah blah. She confirms it to me all the time. So we talk about
Yeah.
stuff. We talk about you all the time, but it's all
Yeah,
confirmed.
but that's what I'm saying. Like she
Yeah,
doesn't have to because she knows it all. She
yeah,
knows what she knows.
yeah.
I'm validating what she's saying. So
Super cool. Yeah.
yeah,
Now
it's cool.
she also was explaining more. So you're like more of a broad idea guy. You've got the thing and she's filling in more detail for us.
Details. Right.
Yeah.
And they're accurate, by the way. So if
Yeah.
y'all haven't watched those videos, go watch them because she knows what she's talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, she's really good. So we had talked, her and I had done a video on unicorns like 2 weeks ago. And she said that the unicorns came to Earth because of dark AI on their planet, and it was called the World Eater. And when I said something to you, you're like, yeah, it was a World Eater. It's dark AI. We took care of it already. And so she kind of tried to explain that to me, that it works at like kind of a quantum level, at a cellular level, blah, blah, blah. And it eats the being or whatever inside. I don't really 100% get it, but
That's what they termed as black glue, black goo.
black goo.
Yeah,
All right. And does that have a consciousness, this black goo?
it's an AI that was merged with a dark consciousness. So yes, kind of like a robot type thing.
Okay. So you said you took care of it. Like, does that mean it will never come back to any other planet?
Yeah, it's done and over with. It's think of a nanotechnology, right?
Yeah, yeah. Done.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I just want to make sure because I don't really 100% understand it. And, obviously I don't want it to
Well,
come back when we're on
right.
just,
So if you guys know of Dr. Kusal with his Stargate and IBM Watson bullshit device, um, that's who was in control of him and those devices. So since they've been eliminated, they're in out of orbit, just floating around because they have nothing to do no more. That being said, I wouldn't touch none of those devices or listen to anything that he has to say or do.
cool. Cool.
Do or say, whatever, you know what I mean.
All right. All right. Um, we are just hammering through my questions. Yay.
Let's go.
So you had said last time that some wands are more powerful than others. And I know you've had a lot of wands come out and all that. And so somebody said, well, can you explain which ones? So basically what people want is to buy the most powerful wand. And what I wanted to say is the wands haven't even been activated yet. Like, well, that isn't a good way to say it. They're not fully at their capability yet. And as you said the last time, they're tools, okay? Just like the jewelry is, it's a tool, all right?
Right.
So we don't, as we become more confident and more aware of our abilities, we don't really officially need the tool.
Yeah,
But,
that's right. That's
yeah,
right. However, they'll still have the power just
yeah,
in case you lose self-doubt,
yeah.
the
So,
individual. To answer the first question is all the white ones that say love and light on them. They're the latest ones and the most powerful ones right now.
yeah, so this is a love and light wand. Let's see. It's kind of a mirror thing. It's like maybe a ceramic or a glass kind of a material. It's
It's a white crystal. Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. And then I have the
It's so hard they couldn't even put the round tip on it like the other ones.
oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah. So that might be one of the most powerful wands at this point. But
Yeah, plus they actually say love and light on them. So
yeah. So one of the things you said is it's kind of also preference because there's style, shape. The small ones are great because you can wand people with, the stealth wand is great. I do that all the time. Plus I carry it in my purse and I just like set it to maximum and then forget about it. I like that passivity that I don't have to think about it too much.
right, and that's what I was just about to say too, that it's more for preference. Now, if you operate the wand with all of your might and all of your wanting to achieve what you want to achieve, then it will be achieved.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
So if you whatever you want to do, and if you have if you have that willpower and that strong love and light energy in you, boom, it's going to do exactly what you want to do.
Right.
However, the white ones are the latest ones. So every time I produce a new wand, it becomes stronger and stronger because it takes on all of the other wands.
Okay.
That
Perfect.
still doesn't mean that when a wand leaves my facility, that it's not updated with all the new stuff anyway.
Yeah.
So there's benefits to having any of the products, to be honest.
Okay.
You can still use the wand to charge your water with it too, just like a pendant.
Okay.
So
Okay, today's the last day, I think, for that super sale of those, the 2 wand special. I think it's the R1 wand. So if you're in the Telegram group, you can go to that Company of Heaven and get the link. Or I think Source Directives Q&A will have the link there. But 2 wands for $50. And I would assume that people are buying them so that they can hand the wands out to their friends and family.
yeah, or do whatever they want with it. It's fine with me. I do believe there's another sale going out tomorrow, which would be buy a candle and get a bath bomb set for free.
Oof, nice.
So all of y'all out there, you got the candle and throw it in the turn it on and throw some bath bombs in there and just enjoy the shit because
Yeah, yeah,
it's some life-changing stuff that we got.
yeah,
It's not just a regular candle or regular bath bomb.
yeah.
Nothing that we do here is normal. Nothing.
Well, I won't say I have all the products, but I have a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
And everything I have, I love and I use. And some of it's passive. I don't have to physically do anything with it. I've got it placed around the house. So when people walk in, they usually look around like, what's happening here? You know what I mean? A regular.
Right.
Yeah. They don't need to know.
They don't.
Yeah.
All I mean, subconsciously they already know. Their subconscious knows, right? Boom! Oh shit! I just walked into a healing center. What the hell is going on here?
Yeah.
But eventually, everybody's going to know, and that's the exciting part of what we're doing for the consciousness of the earth. We're not going to have to. I'm not going to have to continue to talk about things because people are just going to know. So that's I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward to everything.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And I mean, like, look, it takes time for you to talk with us, and you don't know how much we appreciate it, though. It really helps. So, yeah.
Daddy wants me to do it, so it's something that I have to do. Plus, we're moving into a new reality where people are going to want to know and be in the know, and they're also going to see all of the other people fade away. So we're going to have more and more traction as the days go by, because people are going to be exposed for what they really are. And meanwhile, we're here telling the truth and actually doing what we're saying we're doing.
Yeah. There was a comment about taking out Blackrock. So what's the status of Blackrock right now?
It's already gone.
Okay.
They're already dead in the water, just like I said.
Okay. Yay. All right. I guess one last question that I had from someone, they wanted you to talk about the Elohim. Like, are they real? And what's their purpose? And then good or bad? In one sentence or less.
no. They were very real. They were very real. There were some that were good and bad. There are some that are helping us now. The other ones that didn't want to help, I took them out a couple years ago. The ones that are remaining are helping. Same with the Anunnaki and all of the other groups. There's a lot of these beings that still exist. All the ones that don't participate or don't want to or want to continue their old ways are being eliminated.
Okay.
That being said, the ones that remain are remaining to help. So they will also come out and tell everybody who they are.
So the good thing is, after everything is cleaned up, we're going to know that every being left is good. We're already going to know that. And like you said, it paves the way for faster expansion and like, I don't know, creation of a beautiful earth.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Even some of the Egyptian, which are the same, some of the Egyptian guys that were bad are now, redeeming themselves because they know that at any given moment I can evaporate them.
Right.
And they have a lot of work to do too because they bamboozled people into thinking that the Eye of Ra was cool and all the other shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
So all of that stuff, even the Ankh and all that crap, all of that shit is being reformed, and they're going to have to come out and say it themselves or not.
Okay. That's so exciting. A lot of times I'll see that dark symbolism on a place, and then I'm like, do they know? Do they know, or are they just going with the new age crowd?
That's exactly what they're doing. They're going with the new age crowd because somebody told them that it was good and it was cool.
Yeah. Well, anything Egyptian is cool, right?
Right. The Eye of Ra symbol with the little snake was nothing but the rail that they put into your brain and then take over your body.
Yeah.
They don't know this shit.
Yeah.
And now they got these fucking tattoos all over them like this fucking cool. Yeah. Dumbasses.
Yeah. Agreed. Agreed.
Oh my God, I gotta take this off of me now. Yeah, you should. Do it right now, matter of fact.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. No, I see people with it and I shake my head on the inside. I'm like, oh God. But they're gonna find out sooner or later. So
right.
Okay. Did you get any updates while we were talking?
As far as the wealth transfer, I did. They're wrapping everything up, and come Monday we should have lots of movements. Monday, Tuesday we'll have lots of movements. So look out for that, and we are expecting announcements also. So at the end of the day, it's totally up to how Daddy wants it done. And if we have to wait a lot longer, not too much longer, but if we have to wait longer, there's a purpose behind it all because the cleanup needs to be spick and span. The last thing we want is to get our blessings and then have dark people out there that don't want us to have our blessings, and then they're doing things that will jam everything up or not. Well, yeah, jam everything up to slow down the process.
Right, right.
And the cool thing about the new banking system and everything is that once it's done malevolently, if somebody comes and steals your stuff malevolently, like bank fraud or some type of fraud, it gets replaced. And we're not wasting no time on going straight to the individuals that are doing it. Because Dad's involved in it directly now, and our crew is involved with it directly now. So the money will be replaced, and then the person will either be evaporated or, time in jail so that they learn not to do it. But Dad's he's not going to be tolerating a lot of the stuff that has been happening for very much longer because he wants everybody to be living in peace. And the only way that's going to happen is we get rid of these people that even think that way.
Right. Okay.
So, that's literally been the holdup. I do know that when we do finally have the great intimidation or the massive uncloaking and all that stuff, people are going to stop in their tracks and they're going to think about life. They're going to think about their own life and what they've done and what they've, what they got going on, and they're just going to, holy shit, what's going on? And then that's when we'll have to quickly educate people and take over their TVs and cell phones and say, this is what it is. This is what's been happening. This is why you're a thief. This is why you're this. This is why you're that. Because you've been taught to lack, and you've been taught that all of these things were where the wealth was at and all that stuff. So we're going to have maybe a whole month or two of educating the entire population, and it won't take that long when you understand that everything, the way you turned out in life, is because of the options that you had, especially right. If you're a thief or murderer or somebody who just feeds off of negative shit. So as those things happen and as the information comes out about, the new things that are happening and the new way of life and how everybody will be abundantly taken care of, all of that bullshit fades away too. So that's what's very important, is the education process of it all.
Yeah. Yeah. That's excellent news.
Yeah, it's happening. There's no way around it.
So I guess what I'd say to people that are watching this is be excited, watch what's happening out there, and get your act together. Get organized, right?
Yep. And even in the streets and in the drug games and the gangs and all that.
Yeah.
When they realize that there's a lot of easier things to do, a lot of things that don't put them in harm, and just helping people and doing all the stuff, and then given the opportunity to do these things, that shit changes too. So a lot of the gangs and mafias and all that, they're going to be working for us too. They're going to be working for us doing the right thing. There's so many more products and so many more opportunities coming that they won't need to do some of the shit that they're used to doing or will or want to do because of the money.
Right. Right.
You'll be able to be a part of something greater than what you got going on, and that's what the goal is. The goal is to be a part of something that's beneficial, that's life-changing, and that's helping humanity. All of the other shit that we've been dealt with, the cards that we've been, dealt with, is all going away. It's over. They're done.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank yeah. Daddy. I'm just his assassin. Wait, did I just say that? My bad.
Awesome.
My bad. I didn't mean to say that out loud.
Oh my God, that is so exciting. All right, so I haven't seen many questions in the comments, and I'm about wound down with my questions. I mean, I always have questions, but nothing pressing is coming to mind. What you've told us is so big, it's like almost mind-numbing, it's so exciting.
Yeah, and I've noticed there's been more and more traction here too, so that's going to continue. We got a lot of people out there that's focusing on and that wants to know the truth, and they're finding us, just like Daddy said.
Yeah.
And then you got more and more people that are coming to the table with their experiences.
Yeah.
And some of the people were hands-on with what's been happening in certain areas of the world. So expect more and more people to come on here and tell their stories and be a part of the crew.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting because, you said how that we're immortal. Okay. Right. And you look, there's 3 people that I've interviewed that basically you've turned me on to, that have been almost killed only a jillion times. All right. And they all have amazing, interesting, complex mini 5-season miniseries stories.
And they're all still here because they can't be killed.
Yeah. And their stories are true. So
Yeah.
how interesting is that? And we're going to be
Yeah.
seeing more and more of that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. More and more, more and more.
Yeah.
And the cool thing is that we're going to be out in the field doing what we're doing, but then Daddy still is going to have us come on and do our little interviews and our little talks because it's a part of educating people on what was and where we're going now.
Exactly.
And that's cool. That's super cool.
Yeah.
And a lot of the individuals that Daddy is surrounding all of us with are people that were in the know, are in the know, and have future tasks that will put the icing on the cake where we're moving into. So it's very, very exciting. Even like we're getting ready to have this kid event, this kid show, this stuff for the kids, and David Adair might be coming back just to talk to kids about being astronauts. So we don't, it's totally up to what Dad wants. I wish more and more people would come and participate in this event, but we do have people helping. I had 2 nice donations, actually 3, and I was able to cover other things. So that being said, we altogether we spent about 30 grand of our money to get all this stuff done, and we're not asking for anything. So
Wholesome family fun.
That's right.
Yeah. And that's what we need more of is wholesome, because so much has got, dark symbolism and, just.
Well, Daddy's making a point with this event, and the point is that you're no longer touching our children, and we're going to have more of these type of events for children, because those millions of missing children that go missing every year is not happening anymore.
Right. Right.
So, those individuals that was a part of that are losing their lives in a couple minutes.
As soon as we get off this video, right? Funny.
One more second.
That's funny. Wow. So we did just get a question. Is there going to be a food shortage? I know they're trying to create one.
Not in my house.
Abundance only.
That's right.
Abundance only.
That's right. Whoever asks that is probably scared of their own shadow.
Well, we see it in the news and we see what they're out there trying to do. We see all these burning chicken farms and egg farms, and horrible.
You gotta understand who's watching or who's making the news.
Yeah.
You do realize that there's AI out there that can make it look really, really, really real, right?
Good point. I haven't thought about that myself. I know a lot of the news stories. A lot of times they'll use old pictures from movies.
Old pictures, old videos, just like they made everybody believe that Israel shot rockets to Iran, and then we find out the next day that nothing ever happened and it was all bullshit.
Yep.
So
yeah.
They're all done. It's all we're shutting the fucking shit down, closing the curtains on it all.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm so glad we talked today. You have no idea how exciting this is. It's really, really uplifting. And I'm sure that those that are watching feel excellent after watching this.
Yep. And those that are in key positions watching this, because I know you do, your time's up. Do the right thing or not.
Right. Thank you so much for your trouble, your time, and all you've done for us, Smarty.
You are very welcome. Everybody is. And the only thing I ask is to reproduce what you've already been reproducing, and help the people, because that's what Dad wants us to do.
Okay.
All right. Everything good. Love you guys.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Love y'all.